On that note, we're going to be going ahead to our next expert who's going to be joining us. We're talking about somebody who, who's the ex-director of Tilak Nagar Industries Limited, chalking out cutting-edge corporate planning strategies in the different domains like legal, vigilance, HR, IR, safety, security, IT, and leading through the implementation by innovative managerial and leadership styles. He's somebody who's very prominent in this industry and currently the mentor and professor at NMIMS University. Let's welcome on the stage Dr. Keshab Nandy.
I must convey my gratitude to Narendra sir for inviting me consecutively for the third year. And thank you, ma'am, for saying such nice words about me. I will give a slightly hatke dimension to the entire talk because I have heard a lot about artificial intelligence, which I teach in my business management classes in the university. And I take a cue from Mr. Tikku, who was talking about his son and then talking about artificial intelligence. It was very interesting to hear him. So I'll give a small personal anecdote you will like, all of you. Like, do you know, now in the university when the classes start, the favorite question among the students is whether this professor teaches anything ChatGPT plus. Because we get all the contents in ChatGPT, which a professor cannot improve. Even if he tries his level best, he cannot improve. Because all contents are so well conceptualized in ChatGPT. Now I'll attend this man's class provided he teaches something plus, ChatGPT plus. What is that plus? That plus actually answers all the questions that all of us have discussed from this morning, whether artificial intelligence will supersede man and man will become a slave, what is man's existence and all that. Let me share with you. I was very surprised to get a message from my VC's office that the lady says that, sir, even if you will be turning 69 this month, on 21st of this month, I became 69. Not a young age. Huh? Achha. So, but still, your student rating, we are private university, we go by student rating only. Your student rating is the highest. So, we are inclined to give you another 1 or 2 years extension, sir. Will you kindly accept it for the sake of students, not for anybody else? Then I said, why do you say so? Now, students have given their feedback that others, they teach whatever is available in ChatGPT. That they give all the details what is worse than ChatGPT. But here is the only teacher who has worked possibly across so many domains, including Reserve Bank, UTI, private sector and all that. He has worked in high positions from assistant manager to CEO post. So he gives application in industry for each and everything that comes out of his mouth. He gives us application and it gets embedded in our mind. We are very grateful to him, sir. We would like him to continue. That is where actually we get all the answer that what is the human component in this AI related, in the AI scenario now. As long as, to make it very brief, as long as AI cannot go bald like me, and AI cannot be a very mischievous, very innovative, and will have a fishy brain, the superiority of man will be always there. AI cannot have a fishy brain, it will not go bald. And that is how we will be the people who will be using enabler. Somebody very excellently put that, they will be just bloody enablers. And I will enable from my fishy brain. Nobody can stop me from doing that. Okay, right. Having said that, let us come to this. On this, I think ma'am has explained a lot of things. So I will not repeat that. I will give a different dimension to it. Because here again, approach is always deductive. As if the organizations are doing as a holy job, to make it diverse, to make it inclusion. But I, coming from industry after 35 years of experience, I give it an inductive approach. That industry has no choice. Like Trump said, that I would have loved to stop this H-1B visa. Okay, I would have loved to stop immigration. But I want only intelligent people to come to my country. Why? Because business demands it. Your product will not sell. They will lose their competitiveness if they are made by American workers at high salary. So I need Indian workers who will work at low salary and with very super fast brain. I want super fast brain, number one, but I'll pay less. So there has to be a scenario where it will be either I bring them to US in a limited scale, or I go to India to produce it. But one thing is very clear, my product has to have competitiveness compared to other products in the market. Otherwise, I don't survive. Right? So that is how it is happening, inclusion and diversity. These are happening out of dictates of the business environment. And that is why, it has to happen, it will continue to happen. I'll very quickly, because most of these things, all of you are very learned audience, so I will not take much time. What is diversity definition? Diversity refers to the presence of different, including, race, gender, age, ethnicity, everything. So all these things, they bring diversity, and it has to happen because all the companies are becoming multinational. Either we are going to their country to produce or they are coming to us. In any case, there will be diversity. Okay, there will be diversity. Then inclusion. So when, again, I'll take you to one small anecdote that when I was in my last company as CEO, I decided that let me try to understand whether it really improves productivity to have more LGBT employees in my role, to have more gays in my role, okay, to have more diversity in my role, whether these things, they improve productivity. I was making a case study, believe me friends, I found all of them, they got outstanding rating in their performance appraisal system, all of them. And their contribution was the highest. So there no doubt about it, because they believe. Then I asked some of them, I have taken their interview also. One gay, he says, I am not accepted by the society. I find it so difficult even to get a rented house. They say he is gay. And now this company has accepted me. You have accepted me, sir. मैं तो आपके लिए जान दे दूंगा, sir. Then why do you get surprised if I work hard and I have got the highest rating? Because you are the only person who owns me. Nobody else in this world owns me. They have thrown me to the dustbin. And that is how that is how when you say inclusion, more inclusive you are, obviously it will improve your productivity. What happened? Okay. So why diversity and inclusion matters in the workplace? Improve decision making, yes, because more diverse, you give it a different perspective to decision making. As it always happens, whether you call it jugaad or whatever, people those who come from villages like me, we know that we always try to find out some other way of doing it. That is why when I was heading my last company, all projects I was giving to the people who have learned from life, not from the background where everything is spoon-fed. For everything I look at this side, my brother is here, my sister is here, my father is there, my mother is here. I am well protected. If I put him in the project situation, every day there will be 2-3 mails. Sir, I am stuck up, please guide. Okay, whereas somebody who is a self-made guy, he will say, sir, I have solved this problem this way. Kindly advise whether it could have been handled in a better manner. So it is for you to judge who is better. So that is how, improved decision making will be always there. Then broader talent pool, obviously inclusivity attracts talent pool from varied backgrounds. Innovation growth, because you try to experiment a lot of things, and when you have diverse group, and each and every culture has its own propensity for coming out with innovation. In our own country also, whenever I was recruiting a CFO, I'll be more interested in recruiting somebody CFO with a bit of humor. I'm telling, don't take it very seriously, but I practiced it very successfully. So I'll be selecting somebody from the south, because I know they are very analytical, very meticulous in calculation, and this and that, they do a lot of research. I'll never take my own, I'll never take a bong as a CFO. Okay. Similarly, if I have to take a marketing head, I will take a Sardarji Okay, he will bring wonders to the balle balle culture, and the marketing activities will boom up. So I am just trying to tell you, friends, that each and every culture has a propensity to productivity, and that is why when you get multicultural scenario, when you get a lot of diversity in the workplace, you will find new dimensions to productivity, and it will spark productivity to a very large extent. Innovation growth, diverse group people with different ideas lead to more creative solutions and innovation. Then employee engagement, inclusive environment will always encourage employees, to be more satisfied. Okay, yeah, I think I'll have to close now. So, diversity fuels innovation, then benefits of DI in driving innovation, then examples, somebody also gave this example of Unilever, the same example is also here. Then in tech industry, diverse teams like Google has this long average diversity, so like in their performance appraisal, unless you have come up with a startup idea or a new idea, whether it is with regard to process or product, your performance appraisal is kept pending for the next year. So that is how they have incorporated these into their then transferring culture. Your culture will automatically be changed if you accept these two as keynote for your, Then example again in healthcare, so overcoming challenges, unconscious bias that almost all of us we have, that he belongs to this state, then he will be like this. He belongs to this race, he will be like this. He belongs to this religion, he will be like this. Then resistance to change, that also we have to take care. Then measurement and accountability. Then best practices, leadership commitment. Then inclusive hiring practices, employee source. Okay, I have come to the end of it. Okay, so only this sentence, provide training or unconscious bias, cultural competence, and inclusive leadership to foster a more inclusive workplace culture. Okay, then conclusion, future of DI is very bright, because only this is going to make the organizations more productive and they can do wonders. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nandy, for joining us and, of course, giving us your perspective of how DI can evolve in the workplace and what sort of challenges one can face. But the unconscious bias is what majorly one needs to tackle. So congratulations on bringing that point up. And let's give him a big, big round of applause on that.